Hello again, my name is Ben here, and today with another LEGO set review. This time I'll be reviewing the LEGO set number 70707 Galaxy Squad CLS-89 Eradicator Mech. This set was released in 2013 for a retail price of $39.99 USD. It has approximately 440 pieces, 2 minifigures, the orange robot sidekick, and Jack Fireblade. So here it is. Recently I won the set in an auction, and I thought, it's a mech set, so it's right up my alley. Galaxy Squad was definitely one of the more underrated LEGO space themes, and it was about the most recent space theme that we've gotten. And I kind of just wanted to have this set because I never had it before, and it seemed really cool. So that's why we're reviewing it here. So first things first, we'll start off with the minifigures. Not really too much to go over here. Really basic designs for them, I'd say. So for starters, we have Jack Fireblade, the human character. Not really much to write home about in the design here. So if you just get it to zoom in here, you can see it's pretty basic printing all around. It's in this orange coloring because the Galaxy Squad characters have these sort of different sub-factions within them with different colors. These guys are the orange ones. Not really sure if there's much significance to the coloring, but you can see it here. Pretty basic printing. See him sort of the space suit, the nice design here, and the Galaxy Squad sort of laser that they still use today. Very nice figure. Not much really to say about him. Got the little windscreen here, and it's a pretty basic face. But on the back, you can see this little gas mask, which is supposed to be there for like whenever they're inside one of the alien pods. So pretty basic figure here. Not really much to say about him, but pretty cool design. Now, another really cool design here. They gave them these robot sidekicks. This is the orange one. Each team had one. This one doesn't really have much significance to him name-wise, just the orange robot sidekick. See the torso there in the light gray. Pretty basic design there. Not much to say. Basic leg printing. It's a very nice molded piece with like nice techie mechanical designing here. On the back, some hinges for some clips for wings, which is cool, and a very nice molded head. It's very like Transformers-esque design, I feel. So I like that quite a bit. Not really much to say about the figures here, but they're both pretty cool. He also has his own blaster. And also included in the set, he's given this large cannon. You see built up here, pretty large and extra, but, there it goes. But there that is. So, pretty cool. Not much really to say about them. Good figures, but not much to really write home about. Next for the side builds, there are no aliens or alien insects in the set, but rather we get small builds for like alien creatures. So we get 2 of them here. This one has wings and this one does not. They're pretty similarly built with some slight differences. You can see this one basic build up with plates. You can see some hinges on the sides there with some Exoforce fingers for the limbs and some blades here, which look pretty menacing and nice aggressive design here. The translucent neon green wing feather pieces here for the wings, which is really cool. I don't know if the pod piece was new for Galaxy Squad, but it is a very nice piece with a very hexagonal pattern around it. Nice cocoon. In this set, it's in the translucent neon green, but in other sets, it can be in purple, and it can be removed, as you can see here, and like I mentioned prior, with the little gas mask. If you so desire, you can stuff a minifigure in there, I believe. At least I thought you could. And he's trapped in there. I believe that might be just for the larger ones. It's a bit odd. It's unfortunate, in my opinion. But, oh well, I thought you could. My bad. But you can see pretty similar designs here. They both have the same head design and similar leg design. But on this one, there's an empty seat, so you could potentially put a character on it if you had one. I guess I could just, if you want to just make believe, you can just put the Galaxy Squad member on it. But there you go. Both of them have the cocoon on them, and a fairly similar design. Pretty cool designs. Definitely nice to build up your alien bug forces, which I do like quite a bit. But the real star of the show here, the Eradicator Mech, is a really cool design. I like it a lot. Get out of the way. See it here. Pretty basic design for the feet. Very large, making sure that it has good stability, which the set definitely does have. You won't find it falling over very often. Some nice little details here. You can see on there's stickers for the like alien guts where it probably stepped on them or something, which I think is a cool little detail. A lot of stickers going around here, which is a bit of a shame, but I think they contribute to the set pretty nicely. But you can see it's all in this nice white and orange with a bit of gray all around. It's a very nice bold color scheme, which I like quite a lot. Not too much posability, but you can see there's some ratchet joints in the legs and some ball joints in the feet. So I can get it in a few different poses, and it stands on its own just fine. The waist, you can see it has a nice swivel, which you can do if you feel so inclined to do a full 360 degrees. See that there. All nicely designed. You can see the torso here is pretty large, and that services its functions. You can see the cockpit here, a very like long, angular design, which looks pretty nice, with a nice windscreen and translucent clear. A pretty generic control panel in there, but if you want to, you can sit the figure in there just fine. As for the, and then you see the wings on the sides with some flick fire missiles here. So there it goes. Some translucent yellow tips. Pretty nice design there, I'll say. As for the arms, you can see them here attached on some like CCBS pieces, I believe, with the little ball joint on the end. You can see a lot of Technic pieces building up towards an engine piece, and then using a lot of these Technic pins, you can see it creates a little Gatling gun, which you can spin, which I think is a really nice feature. Just a simple play feature, but I think it's a really cool one. As for the other arm, some similar techniques, but in this time to service a large flick-fire missile barrage, which you can just push down these pieces here, you can just sort of fire them all off. I won't do them all, obviously, because I don't want to lose them all, but I think it's a really cool feature, and it looks really nice. So you can just load those all back up in there. Just get a good look around, see the back of it here. See, it's all looking a little off at the moment, but I'll explain that in just a moment. Because the main feature for this one, which I think is really cool, is if you feel so inclined, you can, in the heat of battle, the top part here can detach, because it is attached very simply onto a little pin here, and it can fly away with some of these thrusters on the back, and just fly off into its own sort of craft. And I think another interesting little feature here is you have to open up the back here. I believe this is meant to be some type of bomb, so maybe that's pretty cool. So sleeve that up, and it can fly away. And then what happens to the rest of the craft? This folds down, and it can flip around, and then these go back up, and then it becomes its own, another just sort of mech, and then you can seat the robot in here if you feel so inclined, and now it's just its own, or it's just still the same mech, but, you know, you can put these here, and then I can take the blasters that the figures have and put them on the clips here. And see, it's pretty basic cockpit replacement, but it has a nice targeting computer, and you can see some alien guts there, which I think is pretty cool. And then a nice little feature I like to add, if you have on this side, you can see a little stud here, and you can attach the robot's gun there, just to give it some extra firepower, which is a nice little feature, which I quite like. But that basically goes over all the features of the set, which is really cool. I really like all these nice little features. It only gives you a lot with just what's given. It's a bit of a shame that sets nowadays don't really have, it doesn't feel like have as an in-depth of much of play features like this. Just a lot of interactivity, because a lot of it just goes into the pieces and making it highly detailed. But I think this set and the Galaxy Squad theme as a whole goes to show that not all sets need to have a lot of detail pieces to rack up the price, but just need to have expertly executed play features to make really good sets for children. And children like me. Anywho, but yeah, it really does it for the set. I really like it a lot. I'm glad I got it. I think it was a good price for what I got it for, like $34, which is low, below retail. If you could find this set on the market at the time in 2013 for $40, I'd probably recommend it, or at least a little bit below retail. I definitely recommend it. It's a really good set. I like the figures. I like the play features. I like the design. It's just really inspired. I don't feel like I see a lot of that nowadays, and with the mech genre being so like oversaturated in LEGO nowadays, it's like really nice to get something like this. It feels like a nice breath of fresh air. Very Exoforce-esque, I feel, but I'm rambling on a bit. Nowadays, the aftermarket price is a bit expensive, so I probably wouldn't exactly recommend it now. But if you can find a good price or something you're satisfied with paying for, I would definitely recommend it. It's a really good set. I'm really happy to have it. With all that being said, let me know what you thought. Let me know what you thought of this set and anything else. If you like this one, maybe I'll do more Galaxy Squad reviews, because it's a really underrated LEGO theme and like a really good space theme that we don't get a lot often nowadays. So, and it has a lot of character and design in the sets that I like a lot. But again, I hope you enjoyed this review. Hope you stay tuned the next time for what else I have to upload. Sorry that there's not a mock showcase. I just haven't been knowing what to build. Apologies. Hopefully next time I'm back, I'll have something to show that I'm proud of. But with all that being said, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed. Hope this does the next time. With all that being said, have a good day. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.